Welcome back to AMTV News. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It's Tuesday, January 1st, 2013. Brahimi, 100,000 to die in Syria. Lakhdar Brahimi, United Nations and the Arab League envoy to Syria, predicts the new year will bring 100,000 more dead in Syria if a cessation of violence is not achieved. The civil war, rather, the foreign-sponsored insurrection, ran by the U.S., Sunni Gulf states, jihadi militias, and NATO, through its easternmost member Turkey, have funded, armed, fed, trained, and based, from one degree or another, the violent amalgam. To expect Assad simply to hand over the keys to the castle in the face of such clear deceit and then lay war death solely at his feet is unconscionable. In this inverted world war, 40,000, including civilians, security forces, and rebels have perished. Brahimi fears Syria may continue and descend into Somalization, which is to say balkanize and splinter into yet another failed state run by warlords. The silver lining, however, may be that these new Syrias, divided along traditional socio-ethnic lines, would be preferable to a single democratic or, God forbid, dictatorial caliphate envisaged by Sunni Gulf states and their jihadist scions. Iran has a 6-point peace plan that offers a UN peace force and democratic elections, but the West's curious grudge against Assad, its designs, and Turkish hegemony are certain hurdles. Plus, Iran is evil, after all, right? Cliff Notes. U.S.'s Greek moment. As was the case in Greece on more than a handful of occasions, the flag of victory was waved only to be burnt in the next anti-austerity protest. No protests like that here, but neither are there victories. The fiscal cliff was an entirely contrived political phenomenon made by power for power. The Senate passed 89-9, and finally the House did as well in the 11th hour as usual, the non-solution, and handed an arguable political victory to Obama. Rich people are not making $250,000 a year like liberals had hoped, but they were able to tag those making $450,000 as the one percenters, and thank God they did.
I will sign a law that raises taxes on the wealthiest 2% of Americans, while preventing a middle-class tax hike that could have sent the economy back into recession and obviously had a severe impact on families all across America.
The deal increases revenues, as they say in GovSpeak, by $620 billion over the next 10 years, with $15 billion in spending cuts now. In other words, $1 in cuts for every $41 in spending. Yay. The only thing is, there is actually $300 billion in new spending. The real fight over the debt ceiling we just trounced yesterday is in March. Until then, 2013's worldwide monetary firestorm. Ambrose Evans Pritchard calls it a monetary revolution. Indeed. It looks as though if you have a central bank printing press anywhere in the world, it's at full tilt. And if you don't, no big deal. As we all know, they're as anachronistic as gold. With NGDP targeting all the rage, and from Bank of England to the Bank of Japan essentially eviscerating the monetary ceiling, if there ever was one, sky's the limit. The escalating leakage of monetary stimulus into the global system, as Evans Pritchard puts it, is driving markets crazy, like Willy Wonka's chocolate superboat. So what? They're all happy because of pumping. Stock market health equals real economic health, right? Top-down stuff. Hell, China doesn't care anymore. Adding $14 trillion in credit since 2009, and PMI is back in black. The Fed's conjuring up a cool $1 trillion this year, and we're just passing around like a big fat blunt. Meanwhile, Europe's giving Germany everything it always asked for, and while spending and debt is at wartime levels, at least we're not killing each other. Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. For more videos like these, visit amtvmedia.com, home of the AMTV network. The voice of independence.